Hey guys, D-Sol finally back in the Nerd Cave with a very late June 2021 pickups video. So I had to kind of squeeze myself in the room. It's still a mess in here, but I definitely wanted to record this video in the room. But let me show you very quickly kind of the mess we still got going on here. So yeah, still working on that, but I'm glad to record this video. Ton of pickups this month. June was a crazy month with the halfway to Black Friday Vinegar Syndrome sale, ton of other sales on Amazon, Prime Day, all this stuff. It was my birthday, so not too many, not too much physical media gifts for my birthday, but I did get a set as well as cash and gift cards for me to go out and get some more stuff, which I have already. You'll see that in later videos. But yeah, guys, ton of stuff. Glad to be back in here, and let's get to it. All right, guys. So first up are my pickups from my from the Vinegar Syndrome halfway to Black Friday sale. I got 15 titles, which includes the Forgotten Gialli Volume 2 set. So that's 3 movies right there. So really like 17 movies, plus 3 slips, Sugar Cookies, Count Dracula's Great Love, and Murder Weapon Deadly Embrace. Got those, put the movies in the slips. I already had those. So here's a quick scan of kind of everything I picked up during the sale. Of course, I also got a Viewmaster since I missed out on those, on that during the last sale. I'm not going to go through these. There's a ton of movies to go through. I will leave a link in the description below to my Vinegar Syndrome Halfway to Black Friday pickups video. In there, I kind of go more in depth into those. So check out that video if you haven't already. All right, guys, so next up is the one physical media gift I did get for my birthday, and it was the Alfred Hitchcock 4K set. Got this from the wife. It has Rear Window, Vertigo, Psycho, and The Birds. I won't crack this open. I'm sure you've seen a ton of unboxings on this, but I was definitely glad to pick this up. Well, definitely glad to get this as a gift. I've been hinting about it for weeks, so definitely glad to have that. Next up are some Kino releases. I just picked up 2. Should have got a third one. First one up though is Body Slam. I remember watching this as a kid. Same story on HBO. It has Face from the A-Team, Dirk Benedict, as well as Tanya Roberts and Roddy Piper. Captain Lou Albano, all the the classic wrestlers. So here's a little bit about the film, some of the special features. And my other Kino pickup was Career Opportunities. Another one as a kid watching, awesome movie. What it'd be like to kind of hang out at a Target overnight with Jennifer Connelly, who, I mean, come on. Back when I was a kid, huge crush between this and Labyrinth. Here's a little bit about the movie, some special features. Now I should have picked up the third one. Would have been Half-Baked. I didn't get it. I have the DVD release. I was like, nah, I don't really need to get that, and I kind of regretted it. But listen, that'll be around for a while, so I will pick that up eventually. Next one up is from Target, and it's a double feature, and it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and Total Recall with the really cool lenticular. Same thing, I'm not going to really crack this open too much just because you've seen it. Whatever, I'm going to do it. I kind of like it. I've had people I heard people complain about it. They didn't really like it, but I'm a fan of it. You can have either one as the cover, which is pretty cool. It's got the films, which this never works for me. There we go. And it's in a nice kind of side slip. I like it. I like it a lot. I did not need this. It's a little pricey, but it is 2 movies, but it's on Blu-ray. I have the 4K of Total Recall. I have a steelbook of Terminator 2. Oh, I should grab those. You see that? I'm talking now, and I totally did not grab what these are upgrades from. Hold on. All right, I'm back. So back up a little bit just to show you the Hitchcock set is, I do have Rear Window. I can't get to it because it's the other end of the room by all of that mess with my laser discs. But I have the laser disc of Rear Window. I never owned Vertigo or The Birds, but I did have Psycho, so this is an upgrade to my steelbook release of Psycho. But I'm definitely going to keep this because I do love this artwork. And we are up to Total Recall, right? Total Recall T2 lenticular. Again, didn't really need this. It's a Blu-ray. It was totally a double dip, but the lenticular is really sweet, so I had to do it. But that is an upgrade. Not really an upgrade, but maybe with the special features to my original Total Recall, really old school Blu-ray, but not really an upgrade to the Total Recall 4K Steelbook that I have. Although some don't like this transfer, so maybe the Blu-ray is a little better. Who knows? I'm not sure if it's like a 4K scan or not. I'm not really sure. When I open this, I'll just show you. Comes with the digital code, but essentially what it is the Terminator 2 Studio Canal release. So just the Blu-ray, and then Total Recall. If you look at it, it actually says, it's kind of hard to see it. Oh, here it is. It says disc 2. So this is going to be disc 2 of this set. So it's kind of a, they took this from other releases and kind of threw it in here. So I'm pretty much just paid $30 for the packaging, which, is something you do in this hobby, unfortunately. But I don't regret it. And for T2, it's not, I guess, not really an upgrade. Well, it is a different disc, but for my T2 Steelbook, which I love the Steelbook, and it is a different disc, so I don't know if it's like an upgraded disc or not. Anyway, I'm happy with the release. I mean, with the pickup. So next up are some Best Buy pickups. Ton of Steelbooks, but we'll go through some of the non-steels first. First one up is a double feature, 21 and 22 Jump Street. Didn't have this in the collection, had to jump on it, pun intended, and this was like going for like, I think it was like $11.99 for the two movies, Blu-ray and digital. There wasn't a release I saw a few months back that didn't have the digital, so I don't know if this was a newer one or not. No slip or anything like that. Don't really need it for kind of a studio release. 2122 Jump Street 4K Steelbook is stupid money. I remember it being like in the high 30s, maybe even in the close to the 40s, and you could, it just didn't really make sense. I think it may have been over 40, because I remember thinking that you could buy the two 4Ks separately for less than getting the 4K double feature Steelbook. So I skipped out on that. Don't really need 4K for this release. Great movies though. Glad it came with the digital codes. Here's a little bit about the first one with some of the special features, as well as the second. They both come with special features, which is good. Sometimes with these double packs, they're a little bit lacking with special features. There you go. Again, really funny movies. I don't think they're ever going to make the third one. I know there was that talk about them. I think during the Sony hack, it came out that they were in talks of making, shared universe with this and Men in Black, which seems kind of crazy, but also awesome. But I don't think that's going to happen. Next up is something I haven't watched yet. I don't know what I'm waiting for. This dropped in price. I picked it up, and it's the 4K of Parasite with the slip. Sometimes I see it with, sometimes I see it without. Picked this one up. I think it was down to like $12.99 for the 4K, something like that. Price fluctuates on this one, but as soon as I saw the price, maybe it was $13.99, I picked it up. I was between this and possibly waiting on this and getting it during the Criterion sale, which is going on right now. Don't forget to check out that video. But I picked up the 4K. I do like having the digital code. Sometimes I'm lazy and I just watch it from the digital code, unfortunately, but I do that. And sometimes I throw the disc in. A good example, I just watched Willy Wonka the other day, 4K. Spoilers, that's going to be my next month's pickup video. I started watching the digital copy, and I was like, what am I doing? And I threw in the disc. So, but sometimes I don't. So anyway, long story short, got the Parasite. Didn't wait for the Criterion. I couldn't, pass up the price for the 4K. Let me know in the comments, did you pick up, what's better? Is the special features on the Criterion better than the 4K release? Let me know. Okay, so next up are a bunch of steelbooks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steelbooks. First one up is Some Kind of Wonderful. I watched a ton of videos, pickup videos, where everyone said this was hard to find in store, which was correct. This came out on the same day as Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which was just kind of a re-release of the FYE steelbook, which is odd because it's usually the other way around. And Pretty in Pink. I did not get Pretty in Pink steelbook because I have the Paramount Presents release, which is kind of annoying. I'm going to go back to talking shit on Paramount Presents. So now they all come with the digital codes, and I don't know why that bothers me. You pay that much money for, Pretty in Pink, Paramount Presents, and it didn't have a digital code, where now the Steelbook, of course, has all the same special features, and now it's got the digital code, and I think it was probably cheaper. It's just annoying. You're going to come out, a studio's going to come out with a release, come out with one release. If you're going to do some sort of special release, just be sort of consistent. Anyway, it just kind of irks me. I still pick up Paramount Presents once in a while. I'm probably going to want to get 48 Hours 1 and 2. But anyway, that I will digress. I won't talk crap on Paramount Presents right now. But anyway, Some Kind of Wonderful was hard to find in store. Luckily, for some reason, I pre-ordered it just because I think I was on Best Buy, saw that it was coming out. Haven't seen this one in years. It's a classic 80s movie. So I went and I pre-ordered it, and it still took a pretty good while for it to come in. So it was delayed for some reason. I don't know why that happens. There we go. So here's the J card. A little bit about the movie and some of the special features. There we go. Yeah, I usually we've talked about this before. I usually I take out the J card, but I keep it, and I just keep it inside. Pretty good artwork inside as well. And that's it. That is Some Kind of Wonderful. Again, let me know in the comments if you guys know what was the delay with this. Luckily, I was able to get it in the mail and not banged up, which is always good. Another one that people were having a hard time finding, but my Best Buy actually did have it, was Backdraft. Pretty nice release. Nice steel book. 4K. I'm just going to stop showing the spines. I think I'm over it. I'm over it. Here is the J card again with a little bit about the film. And I guess the special features down here. There we go. Because I'm that lazy and I don't feel like unfolding it. I'm not going to take the discs out either, but you get the drift. Yeah, but for some reason this was hard for people to find too, but now I feel like I see them more. And that's the thing with Best Buy. I feel like it's hard to find them right away, and then they end up coming out with them. So, I never run to eBay, although sometimes I'm tempted to. I never run to eBay to pick these up, because I feel like they're going to be released again. Same thing with Godzilla versus Kong. Or is it Kong versus Godzilla? I think it's Godzilla versus Kong. I don't remember. Anyway, that I didn't pre-order it because I thought it was a little pricey, and then it's like gone. You can't even get it online. You can't find it in store anyway. It was impossible to find it on release day. And I was like, oh man, I wish I pre-ordered it when I had the chance. But that's gonna come back. Same thing happened with I think Harley Quinn. Same thing happened with Venom. Same thing happened with a ton of steelbooks that I wanted that I kind of waited on and thought I lost out on. Able to get them for a crazy low price. Happened with Spider-Man Far From Home. Happened with Homecoming. Those steelbooks came back out over a year later, if not more. So they will probably come back around. So I just tell you guys, don't rush to eBay if you don't have to. Have I done that before? Yes. I did it with the Rob Zombie trilogy of House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, Three from Hell. Even though it was like a double buy because I had the cheaper triple pack, I really wanted that steelbook. It was a Target exclusive. Target's weird. Target, I don't know if that's ever going to come back. But more often than not, especially if it's Best Buy, I'd hold off. Anyway, next up is 13 Hours 4K Steelbook. Great find. I almost picked up that same day the Blu-ray version for I don't know, I think it was going for $6.99. I think it still is in store. Still haven't watched this yet. Heard great things. John Krasinski, I believe, is in this. Good price. I think it was $17.99 or something like that for 4K steel. And it was the last one. So I definitely picked that up. Pretty good price. I'm going to complain again now. This is turning into a nerd rant video, unfortunately. I was in Barnes & Noble today. The Criterion sale is still going on again. Check out my Criterion Pickups video. Video is doing really well. Glad people are enjoying it, hopefully. Ton of people are watching it, more than has subscribed, so I'm going to say this now before I forget. Don't forget to subscribe. I know you're watching this video. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Anyway, I am at Barnes & Noble, and the $6.99 Blu-ray of 13 Hours that you can get at Best Buy is $15, $16.99 at Barnes & Noble. Everyone knows their prices are crazy. Everyone knows that, but that's just a good example. I think my brother-in-law picked up a DVD 3-pack of something, some horror triple pack that you can get for a few bucks, and it was $13, $14. Their prices are crazy. Anyway, next up is the Sicario steelbook. Haven't actually seen this movie or its sequel. I know that Target had their own exclusive Blu-ray version, which was actually a really nice steelbook as well. That was pretty cool. That had an outside slip as well. We were able to kind of flip it to either have two different versions. You could put the back as the front, you can kind of flip it around. But I did want the 4K, and I think this is a pretty good price. I think this was $21, and awesome. A Lionsgate release, right? Yeah, I think it is. It is. Because you always know that when it comes with these slips. So again, it has all the information about the movie and the special features on here. And then this is a really nice slip. I was going to do just an unboxing of this by itself. It's got debossing in here. Really nice. Here's the back. And the inside. Pretty good. Sometimes I take that Best Buy sticker and throw it in there. But yeah, definitely glad to have picked this up. This, I think, is still pretty available if you haven't gotten it yet. And last one was actually originally an Amazon pickup that I returned and found because it was a little damaged. And I should know better, but I still, take my chances. and it's Battle Beyond the Stars, the newest Scream Factory steelbook release. Is it Scream or Shout? Yep, it's Scream. Here's a little bit about the film. John Saxon is in this. Here we go. Some special features. So I picked it up from Amazon, and this can't really see it. This corner right here, it's fine on this one, but the corner right here was like totally dented in, and I know I'm that person. I returned it because of a little tiny dent, but I keep all of them here. Here's my Scream Factories, and this is all the steelbooks, and they gotta look nice, man. They gotta look nice on the shelf. Some of you know what I'm talking about. A lot of you know what I'm talking about if you're watching this video. I would hope you know what I'm talking about. I'm not the only one. Please tell me. Okay, so that was Best Buy. That was birthday. We went through the Vinegar Syndrome. Check out that video if you haven't already. And next up, we will do a ton of Amazon pickups, ton of sales. First, we'll just go through some random pickups. I don't think these were on actually on any sales, but this is one I've been keeping an eye on. I love this movie. This is like one of my, definitely in my top 5, if not higher. It might be number 2 right after Lost Boys, and it's Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Love this movie. Go-to movie whenever I'm sick, or I'm doing nothing and just want to watch something. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. It is always a go-to. Did not have it on Blu-ray. This is an upgrade to a Laserdisc, which again I can't get to, as well as my DVD snap case. So definitely an upgrade, and just pretty much standard, studio release. Really nothing special here. Here's a little bit about the movie if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, shame on you. Some special features, commentary by Paul Rubens and Tim Burton. That's awesome. I'll definitely watch that. I don't always listen to the commentaries. I will definitely listen to the commentary for that. Additional scenes. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to rewatching this in I guess 1080p, which is fine. Where am I gonna put this? I'll put you right here. Here we go. We gotta start moving stuff around. There we go. Okay. Next one up is another one that I loved as a kid. Didn't own this, and it's Great Outdoors. I think Pee-wee's Big Adventure was probably like $11.99, and this was like $8.99, and just something that I've had on my wish list forever. It went out of stock, and then it showed back up, so I just picked it up before it went out of stock again. But Great Outdoors, another just random studio release. Probably one of his better. I mean, listen, John Candy has a ton of great movies. This just has a special place in my heart. I love this one. A little bit about the film. I guess really no special features here, and just a regular kind of studio release, bare bones. Another one that I've just been wanting for a while, and I just said, screw it, I'm just going to pick it up. And it's The Final Countdown. This is actually my first, am I lying to you? I'm not lying. Okay, this is my first 4K, Blu-ray, Blue Underground 4K. I have up there, if you can see, there's my Blue Underground. I have the lenticulars for House by the Cemetery, Maniac. Let me just zoom in on that. There they are. So I'm not upgrading those. I can't upgrade everything, right, to 4K. Just can't do it. But I will get 4K for new releases. So Final Countdown, I didn't have it. Kind of fits that same kind of release, where it's got the really nice slip. It's got the CD soundtrack. Here's a little bit about the movie. I remember seeing this years ago, so I really need to. I've heard some mixed things. These Blue Underground slips are always hard to get out. The original artwork comes with a booklet. Comes with the CD soundtrack, the 4K, and the Blu-ray. And here's just a booklet. So really nice releases from Blue Underground. Like I said, I'm not gonna really go ahead and upgrade the lenticular kind of editions that I have now, but there are some releases I do want to get, and I know Blue Underground is coming out with, I think, 4Ks for Maniac Cop 2 and 3, which I already have the regular Blu-ray versions, so I'm not going to really upgrade those. But I think they're coming out with a bunch more, so I'm definitely looking forward to kind of building my Blue Underground collection. Put that over here. Okay, now next up are two Arrow releases that I got from Amazon. So I think MVD was having a, was it MVD? I think having a sale, but Amazon was pretty much matching, I think, MVD's sale. I think it was MVD. So, you know, with the free shipping, it just made sense. I think some of these were actually maybe even cheaper, if not the same price. First one up is Creepshow 2. This is a double dip for me. Hold on, let me grab it. Okay, I'm back. Where was I? I think, okay, Creepshow 2. We'll just quickly go through it. Here's the Arrow release, some of the special edition contents. And yeah, just a typical, just a regular, you know, if I flipped it over to the original artwork, this is just your, you know, typical Region A Creepshow 2 release. It is a double dip because I do have the Region B Arrow edition, Arrow Store edition of Creepshow 2, and I just can't find it in myself to open it. Couple reasons. One, it's Region B. I do have a Region B player, but I find myself not always watching, like running to watch Region B movies, just because it's not my main player. So, but yeah, this release is really cool. It comes with a like a comic book booklet. I think it might, does it have the same special features or no? It might have the same, maybe a couple extra things on here. But yeah, I just can't find it in myself to, I don't do that a lot either. Like I opened the Terminator 2 Total Recall one and I didn't need to, because it's just cool. But this one, I can't do it. I don't know why. So I wanted to have one that I can actually watch. And it was super cheap on Amazon. Next one up is a Weird Science Steelbook. Something I've wanted for a while. I just never pulled the trigger on. Here's a little bit about the movie special edition contents. So, ton of special features. And am I gonna have to open this up? Here we go. And here's the back. I mean, look at this. This is awesome, right? Comes with a really cool booklet, as these Arrow editions always typically do when you jump on them quick. So this was really great price. I forget exactly what it was. Maybe in $19.99 or, you know, $20, something like that. So I had to pick it up, but it is a double dip. I have a John Hughes yearbook collection with the Breakfast Club 16 Candles and Weird Science, and it did come with digital copies, so I do have the digital versions of these as well. That's why I've been hesitant to get the Breakfast Club Criterion. I know you really want to get them for the special features and stuff. I always pick it up during the Criterion sales and put it down, but I couldn't resist that steelbook. Been wanting that for a while, so it is a you know, another pickup, you know, but whatever. That's what you do, right? Next one up is still Amazon, and they randomly had a sale for like Scream Factory, Shout Factory stuff. I forgot where I found that. I think my brother-in-law just said that they have a bunch of stuff that's kind of cheap. So I picked up a bunch of things. First one up is Twins, Schwarzenegger and DeVito. Great movie. I mean, I'm dating myself, but I saw this in the theaters. Um, Surprised I didn't own this already in some other format. And I was going to pick this up probably, was it a year ago when this first came out for Shout, or months ago? Never picked it up. I'm glad I didn't because the price dropped down significantly. I think this is maybe $14.99, I want to say. Next one up is one that I've been wanting to get for a while. I think I saw it on some streaming site. And it's Final Exam. It's okay. Again, it was, I don't know, 10, $11. So a really great deal. Just a, standard Scream Factory release. No alternate artwork or anything like that. Next one up, and it always confuses me when things go out of print. They make a big deal about it. One thing about Scream Factory, a couple things about Scream Factory, and here I go. What is this, nerd rant number 3 or 4 in this video? We're hitting 31 minutes already, so sorry guys. If you're still here, hit subscribe. Anyway, they will put things out of stock or, going out of print. They'll make a big deal of it. They'll have these sales and have a separate category saying going out of print. And this was one that was going out of print. But lo and behold, it was on Amazon for, I don't know, and there was like these coupons you could use too. So at the end of the day, it was like $8. And it was Ninja 3, The Domination. One that I kind of wanted to get. I remember this having a collector's edition, which this is, and it had a standard edition, which I kind of thought was odd. The same movie having both. And I remember the collector's edition going out of print and out of stock first, then followed by the regular edition. But now it's back in stock. Is this a licensing thing? Like, if they knew they were gonna get the licensing back, it's just this marketing ploy that really, pisses me off with Scream Factory. They do that a lot, where things are going out of print and then they just kind of show back up. There was another one. I can't remember the name of the movie. Early Sam Raimi movie. Oh man. I can't remember what it is. Bluto from is that his name? Bluto from Popeye movies in it. Oh man. Anyway, and the Australian from Tango and Cash, the guy that's in all 80s movies and always the bad guy. Those Crime Wave, there it is. Crime Wave, early Sam Raimi movie, I think, is another one that was not super cheap. I think it was still like $18, so I didn't pick it up. But that was supposed to be out of print. And there it was on Amazon, so I was like, oh wow, Amazon has these. Let me pick it up, $8. Picked it up, but then I went on Scream Factory and it was on their site too. It's not out of print. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Does that piss you off too? Am I just nitpicking? Should I be happy that things that I thought were going out of print? The problem is you run and you buy these things because you think they're going out of print. Maybe they've gone out of print and you've wanted it and you pay a premium on eBay just for a couple months later for it to be back at normal price. It's just kind of annoying. You have to be careful. Again, don't rush to eBay. Scream Factory does this, but in a worse way than, Best Buy, right? Because I don't think Best Buy, I think they don't tell you it's going out of stock. It just goes out of stock and then they reprint more and then they sell it, months later where, they're actively telling you it's going out of stock. It's and it comes back. And it's a shitty movie, I think, right? I mean, I got it because it's $8 and I thought it was out of print. Listen, the trailer looked kind of bonkers, and I like those kind of movies, so I'm happy I have it, especially for $8, but let me know, like, does that piss you off? Pisses me off. Oh, and last but not least, I have a couple more movies, but this is my last Scream Factory pickup. This, I think, may have been $12 as well. and it's RoboCop 3. Yeah, I mean, it's RoboCop 3. It's kind of terrible. Uh, he can fly, and you can totally see the strings. It's pretty bad. But it was, like I said, I think like maybe with the discount, because they all came with these coupon, like $1.50 off coupons. I don't know why. Um, so maybe with that it was like 10, 11, $10, something like that. Came with a slip, which was really cool. But you figure, yeah, of course it came with a slip because no one is buying this release. It's a terrible movie. But I have to say, at least this came with the as the alternate artwork, the original poster, as opposed to the terrible artwork for RoboCop 2, which is a much better movie. But they didn't even have the poster artwork. It was pretty bad. But yeah, it's the same artwork from the slip. I mean, it's watchable. It's not terrible. Change the actor. The budget's terrible. It's kind of bad. It's good, kind of. So I don't hate it. All right, now we're moving into Prime Day pickups. Didn't get a lot. Did not get a lot. Proud of myself. I got things that were kind of cheap or things I've kind of wanted and picked up. This one is a DVD. I was debating whether I should show you, but it is a pickup that I did get in the month of June, and it was an Amazon Prime Day release. And I swear to you, I got this for my daughter, and it's a 4-film collection of The Good Witch from the Hallmark Channel. Now, my daughter loves this show. It's a show on the Hallmark Channel. Absolutely loves the show. She binged it, I think, on Netflix. It's kind of like soap opera-ish, but for like Hallmark. So it's like watching one of those Hallmark movies as a TV show. And apparently this, in the early 2000s was a series of TV movies, and this is 4 of them. I think there were maybe 5. We actually watched the first one yesterday and today. Split it up. But yeah, listen, my daughter loves this. This was like, I don't know, $11 or something for 4 movies. So I had to pick it up. It's not terrible. That's I forget her name. She was from JAG. I have to be honest, I get sucked in on these too. She likes it, and it's appropriate. She's 9, and I think it's age appropriate. So if you have kids, I guess I recommend it. I'll throw you over here. You know what? I don't think I'm even going to keep you in here. And next up, this was super cheap. And, I don't know if it was because of Prime Day. I think it was. I'm not sure if I didn't really check to see if these prices went up at all. But it's a 4K of The First Man. I heard this is pretty good. I heard it looks great on 4K. Came with a slip, really nice slip. And it was like under $10, I feel like. I think it was $7.99. And I saw it at Best Buy recently for like $17 or $18. So, great deal. I had to jump on that 4K release of a good movie, from what I understand, for well under $10. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. So that was The First Man. And 2 more, both movie collections. First up is Smokey and the Bandit 3-movie collection. I think this dropped down to about $10 as well. I mean, I think that was the magic number. I know Smokey and the Bandit, the first one, just came out in 4K with a digital code. I like my digital codes. But it was like it's $17.99, $18.99, whatever it was for the first movie, where it's $10 for all 3. I mean, granted, the first 2 are the better ones. The third one I don't think has Burt Reynolds in it at all. Has Jackie Gleason though. But yeah, I mean, I don't really need these on digital. Just glad to have the collection. Here's which is cool. Here are the posters for the 3. Here's some special features. So yeah, that's the Smokey and the Bandit collection. Last up, and this is probably the best deal of the sale, It's the 4K set of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Now this, I think, normal price is like $100, $120, something like that. Dropped down to 70, and then it dropped down to 59. So, pretty much for $60 for four, I mean, I guess 6 movies, really. I mean, it's you have the theatrical editions for all 3, and then you have the extended, which I haven't watched the extended yet, but damn, they're extended. It's like an extra hour on each one. So, I've been wanting to get these. I kind of wanted to get the steelbooks. The steelbooks look so nice. Like, that's how you do a set. With the steelbook outer casing, with the steelbooks inside, with the styrofoam in the middle, in between. Like, that's how you do it. Not Indiana Jones. I mean, what did they do? That's a terrible set. The artwork is terrible. I'm nerd ranting again. This is like the 4th or 5th time, guys. 40 minutes. I'm sorry. I really wanted to get the Indiana Jones collection. I was waiting for that collection, and it's crap. Do I wait for the 5th movie to come out, whenever that's going to come out, and wait for a 5-movie set, hopefully completed set at that point? Do I do that, or do I just suck it up and pick up? I'm going to pick up the standard 4K release. The steelbooks are terrible with a shitty case. Best Buy, what's wrong with you? That Stallone set for Rocky. They need a 4K set for Rocky. I don't think they have one, but for Rambo was beautiful. I purposely went and got like the $13 Blu-ray set during Black Friday to stop me from getting the $90 set, because I didn't want to spend the money, but it was a beautiful set. Same thing with Back to the Future. I didn't get the Blu-ray set because the outer casing was terrible. I actually like the Digipack version better. Nerd rant. Anyway, sorry guys. Lord of the Rings trilogy. Side slip. This kind of is in rough shape. I don't know why it does this rippling stuff, but a ton of movies. Yeah, this is the thing though with this set. Discs all over the place, man. Like all over. It's falling. Look at this. All over the place. This, I have to admit, these trays are terrible. Look, it's like almost flush. Nerd rant number 7 or 6, I don't remember. But yeah. So, ton of movies in here. 3 movies, 2 copies of each. I get it, but still good to have. 42 minutes and 49 seconds, guys. Thanks for coming by, sticking with it. Here are my June pickups for June 2021. Let me know in the comments, guys. What did you pick up in June? Wait a minute. I'm forgetting about this. Here's my June pickups. Let's do this right. There we go. Here are my June pickups. I hope my wife isn't watching. Let me know in the comments, guys. What did you pick up in the month of June? What did you pick up during the Vinegar Syndrome sale? What did you pick up during the Amazon Prime Day sale, the MVD sale, all the sales, Kino, all that stuff? Let me know, or not. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want to do. Just subscribe. Glad to be back in the Nerd Cave. See you guys next time. Again, hopefully, in the Nerd Cave.